Well, hey, I'm here with Kyle, the wild child. It's already been a synchronistic meeting with him. He he was the first person to walk up to me when I showed up here at Occupy DC Liberty Plaza.
Yep.
Liberty Plaza.
Oh, Freedom Plaza.
Freedom Plaza. See, I thought it was Freedom Plaza, and someone last night told me it was Liberty Plaza.
No, Zuccotti's Liberty.
Okay.
Zuccotti Park's now Liberty Park.
Anyways, what I thought was really interesting is Kyle made the statement that he's like, oh, I just hitchhiked through all the occupations up to Portland, Maine. Well, I happen to be from Portland, Maine, and he happens to actually be from Quebunkport, Maine, and knows a good lover of mine, Claudia LaGuardia, who's cousins with Sarah Diaz, and he has this little necklace he's wearing right here.
Yep.
And what's hilarious is I've worn that same necklace for a month of my life. And so when he pulled that out, I was just like, no shit. Like, okay, world is going crazy. There's just synchronicities day in and day out.
Manifest destiny.
Yeah. One thing I thought would be really cool is if you wanted to read that same line in the book.
The book of changes, or the I Ching.
The I Ching.
The I Ching. There is somebody 2 weeks ago not 2 weeks ago, a few days ago, asked the Book of Changes, the I Ching, what it thought about the occupation movement. And one of its passages is 43, which reads, at the second paragraph...
What is 43?
43, breakthrough.
Breakthrough.
In a resolute struggle of the good against evil, there are, however, definite rules that must not be disregarded, if it is to succeed. First, resolution must be based on a union of strength and friendliness. Second, a compromise with evil is not possible. Evil must, under all circumstances, be openly discredited. Nor must our own passions and shortcomings be glossed over. Third, the struggle must not be carried on directly by force. If evil is branded, it thinks of weapons. If we do it the favor of fighting against it blow for blow, we lose in the end, because thus we ourselves get entangled in hatred and passion. Therefore, it is important to begin at home, to be on guard in our own persons against the faults we have branded. In this way, finding no opponent, the sharp edges of the weapons of evil must become dulled. For the same reasons, we should not combat our own faults directly. As long as we wrestle with them, they continue victoriously. Finally, the best way to fight evil is to make energetic progress in the good.
And what was just mention what was the other?
There is another passage that the I Ching gives two different passages, and the second one is revolution. So, the I Ching has to say about the occupation, breakthrough, and revolution, which I just kind of agree with a little bit. Just a tiny bit. You know, it says, same section in revolution. Political revolutions are extremely grave matters. First line. Come on, guys. The I Ching. It knows what's up. They should be undertaken only under stress of direct necessity, or direst necessity, when there is no other way out. Not everyone is called to this task, but only the man who has the confidence of the people, and even he only when the time is ripe. He must then proceed in the right way, so that he gladdens the people and, by enlightening them, prevents excesses. Furthermore, he must be quite free of selfish aims and must really relieve the need of the people. Only then does he have nothing to regret. Time changes, and with them their demands. Thus the seasons change in the course of the year. In the world cycle also there are spring and autumn in the life of peoples and nations. And these call for social transformations. So breakthrough is said to happen in autumn, and revolution is said to happen in spring. Just saying, April Fool's Day, get ready.
Cool. Well, if there's anything you'd want to say to people in the YouTube community, what would you say?
If I could say anything to anybody in the YouTube community, I would say, you are a collection of all things you have ever seen, ever felt, ever sensed, and has ever affected you or have ever affected you in correlation with your genetics and your personal thought up until the modern moment, which makes you the only you that'll ever exist. So you're unique. You are amazing by being unique. You're a phenomenon. Nobody can explain life. Try and explain life. It's really, really, really hard when you take it to a universalist perspective. Regardless, by being unique and by being the only you that'll ever exist, you are perfect as a representation of your history up until the modern moment. And with this perfection comes evolution, because perfection is not that which is attainable at this point. It's that which is already attained and continues to evolve throughout our existence. There's no such thing as being the best. There's only such a thing as being better. You know, they say practice makes perfect, but that's a lie. Practice makes better, because you can never become the best at something, because somebody will always come up with a new idea. Like, you can't have the best phone, because next week they're going to have a better phone, you know? And at that point, with this perfection and this continued evolution, you have to realize you have infinite potential. You can do anything that you want with any moment of your life. All things are possible. You can just grab and throw stuff. And it affects the universe infinitely. Every breath you breathe affects the molecular structure of the universe infinitely. And at that point, you will never die, because you will always be remembered in physics. And you will always be remembered in what you tell people. This conversation will live in your synapses for the rest of your life. And the person that's allowing me to record it will have it live in my synapses for the rest of my life. Thereby, every conversation after this fact, everything that you do after this effect, will be affected by me second-handedly, and you to me second-handedly. Thereby, every single conversation we have, in a big or small way, that's up to our conscious mind, but regardless, we'll still be in our synapses, will be affected by us. And then the person that they talk to after will be affected by us, and the person that they talk to will be affected by us, and thereby nobody really dies. We're always going to be remembered by the impact we choose to leave, whether it be sit on the couch and not do anything but breathe, or go outside and meet 100 people a day. And that way, you can never... You're amazing. You're just amazing. Go out there and have fun. Do something cool. You know, stop being bored.
Awesome.